My mini split heater in the garage is not working. It hasn't been working since December and now we have April. And it's been too cold to work with it. So now it's a little bit warmer outside, so I thought I'd start to investigate and find out what's wrong with it. I've been using a heater fan, 2 kilowatt, for the last 4 months, and it's not cost effective. Let's say it that way. But as you could see, the timer blinks 6 times. And what happened in the summer was that the heat pump suddenly stopped. And I knew instantly that it was because of ice building up in the outdoor unit. So I tried to remove the fan, or the fan blade. I've done it several times to just thaw the ice build up in the outdoor unit, and never been a problem. But this winter I could not for the life of me get the fan blade off. The nut holding it was stuck. I couldn't get it off. So I think I bent the shaft for the motor, or the ball bearings for the motor are just kaput. So what I need to do now is get the motor out and investigate to see if it's just seized, because the fan blades doesn't turn that easy as it did before. So I need to find out what's wrong. Either it's the bearings or the shaft for the fan motor has been bent. One or two. But let's investigate and see first what this timer tells us. It's blinking 6 times and stops, then blinking 6 times and stops and continues. So let's look in the service manual. So, the Book of Wisdom. Finding a service manual for these units is gold. You can find all you need of information in them. And this self-diagnosis table says the run light is on, timer light is flashing 6 times. Description of trouble, error of signal transmission. And the cause is defective power supply, broken wire, defective in-outdoor unit boards. Display flashing condition. When there is no signal between the indoor units board and outdoor units board for 10 seconds or longer, when the power is turned on. Or when there is no signal for 1 minute and 50 seconds or longer during operation and the compressor is stopped. So the whole system does not start. The flaps do not go like they should, and on the outdoor unit you can hear some buzzing, and then like a electric sounds like whew. It's difficult to explain the sound, but so I think we need to check up on the outdoor unit and have a look at the power board to see if there is any blinking. I'm not sure. I think it's the power board, because it's the heat pump is old. So, and if the power board is broken, well, that heat pump is toast. Just stick a fork in it. Oops. Oh, by the way, I have disconnected it from the power. This setup is really janky. It should have been on the ground. It resonates tremendously when it's running. So why investigate? Why not call a technician? The cost to get an technician is way too high. So, and I cannot afford it. And also, if the problem is easy to solve, Why not solve it yourself? Where is the board? Is this the board? I think it's the board. Yeah, it's the board. I cannot see any diodes in here. 6-time flash, error of signal transmission. This is how it looks like. I cannot see any diodes, any lights, but I will turn on the power and see if I can see anything. The flaps is coming out. This is somewhat broken. It's going back. And the timer is blinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's buzzing. It's buzzing. And there's that beep. There's no lights on this side of the board, so I need to loosen this screw, I think. I have removed these two cables, the red and the white, and also the green one. It goes up here. And I need to remove these cables from the board in order to get it out, because it's now it won't come completely out. There's the card, and I cannot find any LED diode, but there's supposed to be a LED right there, and it's not. So what I need to do is to get this to a repair shop, a local repair shop, to have them measuring this, measuring the condensators and everything, just to verify that it's something wrong with the board. I will, however, have a look at the wires. The wire going from here out to the outdoor unit. Might be rodents chewing on the wires, but I don't think so. So I figured I'd open the indoor unit, and I found this ground wire loose. It's supposed to be there, but this bolt has been broken. And I cannot remember seeing that before. This wire goes down here, and to this. So basically I have had no ground on this. I'm trying to take out this main board to see if there's anything wrong there. Also looking here if there's anything wrong. I don't like working on this, mainly because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so, but I will snoop around, so have a look in there. It's been some days, and this board tested okay. He could not perform all the tests that he wanted because he was dependent on power and also heat. The condensators, you cannot, according to him, measure them without removing them from the board. Because you would get a false reading, I think he said. The thermistors, I think you're calling them, is heat dependent to measure them. But when cold, it should give you a certain reading. So without heat, we were not able to figure out if they were okay. And also there's some points on this board that you can measure from. You need to find it in the service manual if you don't know where they are. But it's all dependent on getting power to the board. So he could not do that. So I left a post on Facebook on a group where they are discussing mini split systems and asking if the fan could be the culprit. And yes, because it's not rotating freely, the system are not able to start the fan. It's too heavy to start. So what I will do now, I will mount these boards, get the system up and running, and not connecting the fan, leaving that out of the equation, and see if the timer gives us a different fault code. And also another thing which came to my mind is that the sound we were hearing when the board were like making an electric sound. I have heard that sound numerous of times when passing the outdoor unit. I've always thought it was an animal or some tree branches going towards each other, or maybe a bird making a nest in the outdoor unit. So I checked for nests, nothing. So when hearing the sound, I have heard a recording of it, and it immediately popped to my mind that I have heard its sound before for 2 years. So maybe it's the board, I don't know. This board is discontinued. The board that replaced this is discontinued. I'm not sure about this board, I haven't checked, but getting this board used is about $270. So way too expensive to fix because of the age of the unit. So I will get this back into the system and hook it up, and I'll get back to you when we are ready to test without the fan. Everything is hooked up except for the power, and it should be powered from an outdoor outlet, I know. Okay, we have signs of life. I think it's just going through the cycles. But I can see now blinking. 2 blinks on the green, on the run light, and 4 blinks on the timer. So I wonder if I try to start it now. Let's try it. It stopped right there. No, I turned it off. Okay. Huh. Okay. So run and timer blinking at the same time, just one time. There's no sound in the outdoor unit. The fan is disconnected. Let's turn it off and connect the fan again. Like so. I'm just placing it on the top for now. The fan. Normally when doing this, it should spin, but it immediately stops. So we'll try to start it and see what happens. Two blinks on both green and yellow, and 4 yellow total. Maybe I need to reset the system. I don't know. Let's try to turn it on. Yeah. Green and yellow blinking. One time. So, what do we know so far? Well, the run lamp is blinking 2 times and the timer lamp is blinking 4 times. 2 of the blinkings on the timer lamp goes with the run lamp. So it's 2 by 4. 2 times 4, so to speak. So the fault code should be 24. In the service manual, I do not find any 2 run blink, 4 timer blink. I cannot find it. So, but that happened when we first connected it without the fan, the fan motor connected. Then we connected it when I had connected the fan motor, and it gave us 1 time flash on the run and 1 time flash on the timer. By not having the fan motor, I believe this is the cause. By not having the fan motor connected while turning on the power for the first time, it went in a lock mode. What does it say about this? Let's see here. It's the fault code for the rotor lock. And as far as I can understand from the service manual, rotor is the fan motor. So there's some tests you can do. Is output voltage applied to all 3 phases of power transistor? Well, this is out of my league. I do not know how to measure this because I don't know where the power transistor is, and yeah, it's not my league. If it says no, defective inverter. If it said yes, inspect compressor. So it's likely that the compressor is blown, but I think it's the fan motor that's not turning. So let's take the fan motor in and disassemble it and see if there's something wrong inside there. I think the ball bearings might be shot. There's 2 screws down here and I'm hoping I'm getting them out. Oh, it's very rusty. No. Let me get some other tools. Yep. There we go. It was this nut I could not get off. It was really cold when I tried this. So it's like seized something. Let's see. Let's use some Jamaica oil. And also, why not use the impact? If it's broken, it's broken. There we go. It's really on there. I should have had something to hold it. Jesus. What if I loosen the screws, take the whole fan assembly off? Maybe it will help. I might end up destroying everything here. You never know. Because like most things that I'm doing here is things I have never done before. So this is my first time trying this. Let's see if I can put this in the vise. Yeah. I'm pressing upwards. I'm beating on the shaft. Oh, grow up, those. Whoops. As I said, most likely I will destroy things.
$2,000 later.
Well, I have been trying and trying and trying, and I cannot for the life of me get this off. So my theory is that when the fan blade stopped, it came to a complete halt. The shaft turned even more. The fan blade was still, the shaft turned. So it's jammed.
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Looks like there's some damage inside there. I will not be able to show it on video, but I can see some damage in there. So my theory is most likely correct. The fan blade was spinning on the shaft. It doesn't sound bad. There's no play. Maybe if I put it back together. I will try that just to get a feel for the fan blades. Spinning freely. I will not disassemble this right now. It spins freely now, and there's no noise. It sounds like it's touching something, but I think it's due to all the knocking and hammering. It's not much. It might be because of me knocking on it, I don't know, but I will try it before doing any more. Let's try it. So the fan is in place. It runs freely. I've left this the way it was. It's somewhat secured. It's very flimsy, and just for testing purposes. The same blinking. Let's turn it on. Nothing. Huh? We have the same blinking, run and timer. I will leave it for 3 or 4 minutes. Well, 10 minutes has passed. I'm still getting that one. Try to turn it off. Nothing. It's now off. I will leave it like this for a moment. It has the 2 run and 4 timer blinkers. I will leave it for a while. So I pushed the reset button, or the ACL button I think it's called, on the remote control and turn it on again, and now we have this kind of blinking. I guess I just have to admit defeat and stick a fork in it. I will not be able to fix it. I will not be able to find the real problem. But now I'm leaning towards the compressor. And yeah, I should have tried the fan providing power to it to see if it was running. But no, this split heater didn't provide a lot of heat. So rather than spending a lot of money on this old unit, I'd rather buy a new one. But I have to save up some money. A new one with a quality between 20 and 35,000 Norwegian kroners. You can get cheaper ones, but they are cheap. They are not good quality. So, and I want to have some sort of quality, even though this is a garage. I want to rely on it. So this will be scrapped, and I will have to buy a new one. So this time I could not fix it, but maybe in another video I will be able to fix something else. And if you like to see that, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell so you get notified when I upload a new video, and also push that like button. That helps the channel. Thanks for watching.